It is the start of a new month. It is May. It is a beautiful, beautiful month here in Michigan, and I have a confession to make. I did something wrong. Start of the month, and you guys know what that means. That means it is time to open my box to free this piece of mail from its priority mail prison from my friends at Video Games Monthly. What did I do wrong? It's a great question. I committed a cardinal sin. I did not update my list with all the games I picked up last month, so we are playing Russian roulette. We are playing Video Games Monthly Russian roulette. There is a chance that I got something duplicated this month, and there's no one's fault if I did, but me. But let's crack this open. Let's find out what's inside. So what is Video Games Monthly? That's a great question. Video Games Monthly is a monthly subscription service where you can get 3, 4, 5, or 10 games sent directly to your front door. That's right. This is a subscription service, not a rental service. You get to keep the games you buy. Don't be like me. Make sure you curate your list so they don't send you duplicates, but there is a chance that they will. We are human after all. Human error does occur, and there is a chance that they might send something that you already have, but if they do, man, Joe and the team over at Video Games Monthly are awesome. They will take care of you. Just let them know. They'll get your replacement game sent out, and you'll be taken care of. What do I get games for? This is always the fun part of this video, because I can never really remember everything. I get games for the NES, the Famicom, the Master System, the Genesis, the Dreamcast, the... oh, crap. See, I'm already striking out. Oh, N64, GameCube, Wii U, and Game Gear? Might be more, might be less. I could be wrong. And how do I do this? Well, what I do is I open this box, I look right down this camera, I show you what I got. We find out at the same time what it is, because 9 times out of 10, I can't read it anyway. You get to laugh at me because I am old, my eyes don't work, and frankly, it's just more fun that way. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna crack this open, we're gonna find out what's inside. As always, we do a blind feel to see what's in here. We have an NES, we have another NES, we have a Game Gear, we have a Genesis, we have a Yoshi slap bracelet, and a disc-based game. We'll see what that is. I think it's a Wii U, doesn't have the notch in it. So, first off though, we do have our social card, and what the social card says is to update your list, basically. And if you share your experience with Video Games Monthly on the internet, you will be entered into a chance to win a free 3-up box from my good friends at VGM. That's right, 3 free games sent directly to your front door just for sharing a picture of the things you got. All right, so let's start out. It is the summer of Sega. We will do the Game Gear and the Genesis last. So let's start off with NES. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. Adventures in the Magic Kingdom. I love this game. Classic Capcom adventure. I love it. It's even got a little bit of writing on the back. Bet this was a rental at one point. Let's take a look now at Capcom's Disney's Adventure in the Magic Kingdom. Alright, so starting things off with Disney's Adventures in the Magic Kingdom, which is legitimately something that I have a lot of nostalgia for. So I enjoy Capcom games on the NES, I think all of us do, but for me this is one of my favorites. And it's not necessarily because of the quality of the title, it's just because of kind of the memories I have of it as a kid. This is basically a collection of different game levels, with each level representing a ride at the Magic Kingdom. There's Space Mountain, there's Big Thunder Mountain, there's Pirates of the Caribbean, there's the Haunted Mansion, and there's something else that I'm forgetting, I'm sure. One of the other things I really like about this game as well is that there's a lot of trivia stuff in it, which is kind of neat, where you're actually able to kind of just go and answer questions for people, and that actually kind of directs you through the game. And I just think it's a really clever title. Is it one of Capcom's best? No, I mean, it's certainly not. It doesn't hold a candle to, honestly, even any of the other Disney games that Capcom made as far as quality goes, but from a nostalgia perspective, I am really excited to have this one. This is a perfect example of what VGM does well, because I frequently overlook games like this at a convention, and I don't pick them up thinking, oh, they'll always be available. But to have this sent to me is pretty cool. I'm very, very excited about it. All right, 1 for 1 so far, no repeats. I'm very nervous about the Genesis and Game Gear though. NES game number 2, ready? 3, 2, 1. Dr. Mario and Hattress? Oh no, Short Order and Explode. Power pad required. I don't own a power pad. This should be fun. Let's take a look at Short Order and Explode. This is the first big miss I think I've ever had from VGM, and it's no one's fault but my own. All right, short order and Eggsplode. This one's gonna be quick because I don't have a power pad, and thusly I have no way to play it, so we're just gonna watch them bring the different titles in real quick. It's a power pad game, and maybe I should have really thought about this a little bit before I didn't knock power pad games off of my list on VGM. I'm gonna be sending an email to Joe and the gang because I don't have a way to play this, so yeah. This one's on me. This one's on me. It might be great, it might be terrible. I don't have an answer for you. All right, we're gonna go disc-based now. Let's find out, can I see the color? It is blue, so it is a Wii U game. It is a Lego game. I saw a Lego head. I don't know which Lego game it is, but let's find out. Ready, 3, 2, 1. Lego Star Wars The Force Unleashed. How fitting is that? Nope. Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. That's great. Let's take a look at this one right now. Lego games are always fun. Now, I know that the Disney Star Wars films get a bad rap. A lot of people dislike them, and I'm not here to correct you on that. That's entirely up to you. But what I am here to tell you is that Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens is a wonderful game that does something really special and plays brilliantly well because it is, at the end of the day, a Lego game. All the Lego games are fun. Sure, they're basic. Sure, they're simple. Sure, they're easy to understand, pick up, and anyone can play them. That's kind of the appeal of them. They're snack food video games, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes that's what you need. It tells the story of The Force Awakens. It tells it fairly well. I mean, it's a Lego game. It's fast and loose. It's not going to give you beat for beat the storyline progression, but you get to play as a bunch of different characters. It's classic Lego action where you're destroying things and finding hidden secrets and unlocking characters, and it's a lot of fun. I have no complaints about getting this one. I love getting Lego games, and to get one on the Wii U is especially, well, special, because I do love getting Wii U games. There you have it, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, I have played that game in the past, and I do enjoy it. I actually like it more than the Skywalker saga that released, but, you know, that's okay. Everyone has different tastes. All right, it is Game Gear time now, and this is always fun because I don't know a lot about the Game Gear library, but hopefully this will be a good one.
Uh-oh. Did I say that or just think it?
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Poker Face Paul's Poker. Can't read my, no you can't read my Poker Face Paul's Poker. Couple of fun things about this. So first off, it's a poker game. I'll never play this again. But it's an incredibly competent poker game. So if you do like video poker, go with this one because there's video poker options and 5-card stud. And I love that because it's a gambling game, it's rated mature audiences 13 ages and up. I think that's absolutely hilarious. It does what it does very well. It's an incredibly competent title. I just have no desire to ever play this again. And especially now that I sang Lady Gaga on my channel, I think I can retire Poker Face Paul's Poker. But if you're interested, there's a whole line of Poker Face Paul games. I think there's a blackjack game and some other gambling ones as well. So if you're interested, take a look at it. Moving on to Genesis now. It is the last game. The only other thing in here is some bubble wrap. All right, Genesis game. Let's find out what it is. Summer of Sega. Don't steer me wrong. 3, 2, 1. Ex-Mutants. Ex-Mutants. I used to own this one. I don't know that I ever played it, though. Let's take a look now at Ex-Mutants. Ex-Mutants on the Sega Genesis is a game that I have owned in the past, and I owned it primarily because it is based on a Malibu Comics property. Now, it's not a comic I've ever read, but I do have a soft spot in my heart for comic book properties because I love them. I grew up reading them. I grew up loving comics. And to have a game based on something from the Malibu universe is actually kind of cool. So Malibu was an independent label that was also under the Marvel umbrella. I think Marvel handled the publishing. So we got some really creative stuff. Like that's where the character of Prime came from, if you know who that is. And if you don't, you can be forgiven because a lot of people have probably forgotten him at this point. But it was a really neat idea to have these different characters and these different comics under the Malibu imprint. And this game is, I mean, I'm not going to tell you it's great, but there's some quality here. Like, it's a pretty good platforming adventure game. It's not anything that I think a lot of people are going to go out of their way to play, but I do think it's a strongly solid title that has some really good gameplay in it. You can play as either a male or a female character, which is kind of neat. You kind of get the entire backstory of what the comic was about. And yeah, that's what it is. It's a very straightforward and simple game, but sometimes that's all you really need. All right, a bit of a mixed bag this month, but let's get the value added up. We'll find out if I came out ahead, if I came out behind, or if I was right on the money.
Pizza time.
All right, so like I said, from a quality perspective, maybe not the best month. And from a value perspective, not necessarily the best month, but not too far off the mark. I came in at about 41 bucks this month, which is $4 less than the actual cost of the box. I do not include shipping in these because including shipping seems to be a sunk cost fallacy, because I think we've all kind of been spoiled by Amazon at this point, and people kind of forget that shipping usually costs something. But regardless, I don't count shipping. If you agree with that or disagree with that, frankly stated, I don't really care. But came out at $41.17 this month. I'm not super excited about anything outside of Adventures in the Magic Kingdom, but I could be surprised. You guys saw my reviews on these as I was playing them, so maybe something actually was something that I would enjoy. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, from this initial exposure to the games this month, kind of a weak month, but that's okay. Let me know in the comments down below your favorite game that I received this month. Let me know if you are a Video Games Monthly subscriber. If you have any questions about the service, be sure to ask them down below. I don't work for the company, but having been a subscriber now for 4 years, I'm sure I'll be able to answer at least a couple of questions, and if not, I can at least tag somebody that might be able to help you out. Till next time, folks, I've been Jay. Appreciate you spending a little bit of time with me. Remember to play more games, stay square, and take care. I'll talk to you soon.